Pāpāmoa Beach is a haven for locals who love the outdoors. From orcas to seals, you never know quite who or what you'll run into next. But during lockdown, when the local wildlife wasn't hogging social media, Brett Muir's sand sculptures were.
I think during lockdown especially, everybody was only able to communicate with their friends and their families and their loved ones and their circle of friends online through various conversation apps and Zoom and things. And I think that when they found my sandcastles on their neighbourhood beach, that gave them something to add into the conversation that was a bit creative, it was positive, it wasn't negative, it wasn't about COVID. Although we have a phenomenal beach culture and people in New Zealand love the beach, they don't really have a sand sculpting culture. So there's not many people in New Zealand that are doing sand art. Most of the ones that do are doing raked sand art or perspective drawing on the sand. People aren't really used to it, so it's quite a novelty to see sand sculpture on the beach, whereas if you're in Europe or in America, you might have seen it more often.
Creating these next-level sandcastles takes time, effort and plenty of sand.
It's not just creative, but there's a bit of engineering and physics and that goes on as well, because the biggest issue with sand is that you've got to really make the foundation strong and solid, because beach sand, by its nature, every grain is round like a ball bearing and they don't want to grip onto each other, so you've really got to pack a lot of water into the sand and pack it down firm so that then you've got something to carve.
After seeing the response to his creations online, Brett will be offering group lessons over summer, something he says no one else in New Zealand is currently doing.
As far as I'm aware, I'm the only amateur the only sand artist who is actually offering lessons on the beach. It's something that is done a bit in some of the resort cities around the world where they've got beautiful soft sand beaches and year-round tourism. But as far as I know, nobody in New Zealand's doing it. If you carve above what you've done, it'll break what's underneath. A lesson for me would be about 2 hours, which is long enough to build a sort of about a metre high stack and then carve some cool features into that. Something that's probably 2 metres high would have 1/4 of a tonne of sand in it. Something the size of a car would be 5 or 6 tonnes of sand.
These locals got a preview of what a lesson with Brett involves, and it turns out making sandcastles is no child's play.
It actually was harder than I thought. Like, you go in looking at it and be like, oh wait, this kind of looks easy, but it collapsed quite a few times, so yeah, it is a bit hard, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It was quite hard, like with the stairs and stuff. I thought I was going to smack it over.
Definitely not easy, so it was quite hard to pull the buckets out of it, and it was quite hard to like carry the water.
My favourite part about today was making a stairs and shape all the sandcastles.
Yes, it was fun.
Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.